Hello there folks, me RJB from RJB TV, and today we're going to be watching a mystery player. I'm not sure who it is. Reveal his true power against none other than the player Byul. And I really would like to know who this guy 200 Rush is. I'd like to know who he is. I sadly just don't really know. There's a couple of candidates on the table. It could be Meppo, it could be Libaku. It could be someone completely different. I simply just don't know. Here on the name Forever22 though, I know who this person is. That is Byul. And as we all know, Byul is one of the best, fastest players in the entire world right now, and has been for a few years now, and he only seems to be getting better and better. He's pretty much the person who's currently standing right behind Brain and perhaps on the same level as Burger Sasu in 1 vs 1. Byul is also very good in team play, We just finished a series of 9 games with Byul in it, which was a 2v2 series with Duram, Byul, Freya and Hennessy, and honestly that series was evolutionary. An evolution of the 2 vs 2 meta as we know it. So do go watch that one. It's 9 games, it's close, it's tight as hell, and it's the highest level you can find on the internet, really. The highest level you can find on the internet. So 200 Rush. 200 Rush. Let me just look at the sound settings real quick, see if everything is okay. Looks fine. Looks fine. Goes for Nexus, goes for Forge, goes for a choke, then a gateway of course, and then cannons in the front. Whereas Byul went for a, looks like a supply depot, barracks, supply depot build order, scouting with an SCV to check the middle to see if there is maybe a mid-gate proxy on the middle. There's not. So he should be feeling safe and sound here back on the bottom corner. So yeah, 200 Rush. I've seen his name pass by a couple of times. I saw him play against Burger Sasu on stream, and he played extremely well. And then I thought to myself, you know, I gotta find out more about this guy. And I did not find out more about him, I only found more of him. So more games, sadly no information. I do have to say that the APM pattern, like the way the APM is being played, looks a little bit like Libaku, because I know this person is faster than this, and Libaku is kind of the only player who is really fast, who starts off a little bit slower, and then when the intensity of the game starts to go up, his APM goes up as well. Because if I remember correctly, from the game against Burger Sasu, he had like 320 APM. So he's probably going to shoot up to that point over time, slowly but surely, just a little bit higher, and a little bit higher, and a little bit higher. So Byul there finds that there's a choke there in the front, so goes for a command center here back at home and gets a gas as well. And there's one, he's already starting to build that wall, keeps 2 Marines in the front to make sure that he sees everything that is leaving Rush's base. I'm just gonna call him Rush. Triple gateway, getting range. Ooh, he's up to some trickery. This is something I've been seeing a whole lot more often as of late. Because the Protoss players know that Terran players really like to go for the +1 command center, they've decided to go for triple Dragoon with range build orders before they get their robotics and their Citadel of Adun and whatever else you can get in the advanced technology tree. Apparently because they like to push or maybe counter-attack the Terran. Notice how he's only keeping 1 cannon there in the front, which might indicate that he's trying to bait Byul into attacking the choke. And when the Marines attack the choke, he comes in with a counterattack, but I think he's kind of noticing that Byul is not biting, so he reveals his hand, goes for a Dragoon attack onto the Marines on the middle there, which does expose what he was doing, which does give Byul a sense of safety at the moment. Because he just builds a bunker in the front, gets range, and then he will be fine against the Dragoons. Although it's 6 Dragoons, and 6 Dragoons can be quite a handful to deal with. But, the bottom line here is that Rush delayed his robotics, which gives Byul a greater sense of safety, because he can now just focus on defending with the Marines in the range against the Dragoons, instead of having to worry about his shuttle flying in anytime soon. So he should be liking this situation. He likes this situation, I'm sure of it. Marines there fighting back against the Dragoons. There's no stim there yet. He's just using medic and regular Marine range against Dragoons. 9 Dragoons now. So yeah, the amount of Dragoons is now getting slightly worrisome. Range is almost finished there for the Marines, and Rush might try to break through before range is finished up. Trying to buy a little bit more time to ensure range finishes up, and range finishes up. That's 9 Dragoons. I'll make it 8. Because a couple of them died, and one more is going to die. Maybe 2 or 3 more are going to die. No, they make their escape by killing the bunker and getting out of range just on time. You're back at home. We got double robo. Slightly delayed. Support base still on the way, so the drop should be coming in at about, I'd say 7 minutes maybe. 7:20 or something. It's delayed by about a minute, maybe even a little bit more. Not too sure how much he got delayed, because it also really matters of how quick is he with building what he needs exactly as it becomes available to build. So tank and Marines, oh, that's a bad fight for Rush there. That's a bad fight. You gotta pull back on that one. Stay out of the tank range. Don't get into the tank range, because the tank is gonna turn the tide and maybe even allow Byul to push for a counter-attack if you lose too many Dragoons. So Rush there playing it on the edge of a cliff. Very close to losing too much, but manages to pull back just on time and prevent any serious losses. So he starts to put those Dragoons to use as drop defense, because he can no longer attack. Might as well put them on the sides to kill dropships and tanks if dropships and tanks are on the way. And yes, they are, because we have a dropship here being built by Byul. He's going to pick up maybe 1 or 2 tanks and go for a tank drop to kill some probes. So Rush is taking all necessary precautions against possible aggressions from his opponent, from his adversary here on the map. Well, some pylons are on the side as well to see what is coming out. We have some pylons going to get killed by the Marines there, though. So we can see that Byul is planning on taking out that vision on the side. Gonna drop flying over the map. He's going to try to redirect. Unloads, maybe not the best choice, although you might just kill all the Marines. It takes a lot of damage there on the reavers. Everything there stays alive, that makes his escape. So almost killed all the Marines. But the reavers are on low HP. One reaver goes down. The other one is also damaged. About 40-50 HP left on that one reaver. Still is coming in to try and take down the remaining Marines. Reaver going to fly in and maybe kill them. One more left. Takes it down. And there's a scan coming down as well. He's scanning. So he scanned the Nexus to see if there is a possibility to get the tank in and kill some probes. Marines and tank inside, unloading the Marines. Tank does not unload. He sniped the dropship before it could unload. Marines spreading out across the map to get more vision against shuttle drops, because he knows shuttle drops are now on the map, officially happening. Reaver there cannot go in. He's going to go for a triple shuttle drop before deciding to go in. So, like, he could have gone for a single shuttle drop, but it took him so much time cleaning out those Marines on the sides that it's maybe better to go for a big drop, because Byul did just lose like 16 Marines or something like that, 16, 17. Bottom line, Byul has less defensive ability because he got less units in his base ready to snipe and kill what's coming for him. So Byul did take some risk there. He reduced his defensives, and that's something that Rush might try to exploit with his 4 shuttles, 2 more shuttles on the way, 3 more shuttles. A big scan comes down on the front, so we see 7 shuttles in total. That might just cue him in on what's going to happen, although he's going to go for a 5 shuttle drop and then go for a follow-up triple shuttle drop. He's building 4 reavers. Going to go over the top side. There's Marines on the top side, though, so he's going to get found out trying to fly in. Raids are on the scene as well. So he decides against the bottom side because we got Marines there. He doesn't know, of course, he doesn't know. He's just assuming that this bottom corner in Byul's base is most well defended. He's going to go over the top side. Kills the Marine there on the side. Shuttle drop comes in. There's 1 Wraith. There's a couple Marines there in between as well. It's going to fly in and over the top corner, outside of range of every single tank. We got 4 High Templars, 5 High Templars. Kills all the Marines. More Marines coming to the top side there, but those Marines will die as well because we have Storms and Reavers. Templars gonna have to go in a Storm, kill some Marines, gonna have to kill those tanks as well. Tanks are splitting up really nicely, got a Wraith in the sky there. Oh, he goes for a triple Storm on the same spot. Little accident. A little accident, but it's okay because he killed the top corner there, killed a lot of Marines. He might have opened up a path for the next drop, although we do have raids in the sky there waiting for the next drop to fly over the top. So we got Stargates coming in as well. This is a very good Terran player. Look at how well he's spending his money. He's got 81 probes, and his money is below 1,000. That's impressive spending. Goes in. Byul responds very slowly. Reavers unloading 1, 2 Reavers, 4 Reavers, but 2 Reavers stuck behind the starboard. All the Marines dead and gone though. All the Marines dead and gone. That couldn't have gone any worse for Byul. Well, it could have gone worse for Byul. He only loses some Marines, which is okay. It's okay to lose Marines. You got raids, you got tanks, you got a big base, you got 79 SCVs, a lot of money in the bank, and coming into the bank. Got a lot of supply open. He's got triple armory, he's got 7 barracks. Drop comes in over the left side. Snipes 1, 2, he's gonna get number 3. Is there a High Templar on the scene? And Templar storms, Templar kills. How much? 13. Scarab on the chase. Scarab is flying. Scarab gets stuck behind something. Is gonna go and does not explode. So he kills 13 SCVs, which at this point in the game, when there's only 69 remaining, doesn't really hurt him too much. That's tolerable. That's acceptable amounts of SCV deaths, because it could have been worse. Only losing 13. That's great. That's great. You will take that trade every single time. Not a big drop there on the way. Not a big drop on the way. What is happening? I'm gonna go for a drink of my delicious, fruity flavored drink of whatever it is. Oh, delicious. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so we have 4 Stargate. We have a lot of technology coming in at the bottom corner there. Gonna get a fleet beacon and second cyber core. It's got triple 4s, so triple upgrades. Level 1 attack, they're on the way. Level 1 armor is finished up. The zealots are on gateway units are on 1 armor. He gets armor first because he's going for a Templar drop strategy. And in that case, it's better to get armor before you get weapon damage. Because High Templars, they don't have physical attacks. They just don't benefit from the level 1 attack damage. But they do benefit from the armor upgrade. So he gets armor first to try and help those units he's unloading survive for longer. Whereas Byul, of course, went for level 1 attack, level 1 armor. He's got level 1 attack on the tanks. He's got all the other upgrades on the way as well. Not getting level 2 for Marines though. So he's gonna probably lift the barracks up very soon. Huge drop comes in. Very difficult to snipe any of this. Of course, it's killing the raids. The raids are dead and gone. Unloads lots of zealots in the base. Templars on the scene as well. Templars gonna storm. How many kills is he gonna get? Oh, they all get stuck. Oh my god, they all got stuck. 21 kills. This one gets 16 kills. Oh my god, it's a disaster. 16 and 21. Oh, 37 kills in total. All because the SCVs got stuck right about here. Just pure bad pathing. They just got stuck. Stepbrother, the probes got stuck. Oh, another storm comes down. He hits the storm. Oh, he gets even more kills. Down to 18. Oh, Byul got tricked into pulling back. A little bit too early. And a little accident happened. Loses even more ACVs, and this time around he's in pretty bad shape. Now he does have, I'd say, a lot of Marines. Only 3 medics in the back, like 40 Marines, 3 medics. But it should do, it should do. SCV's gonna get healed up over time. He's trying to rebuild those SCVs with a little bit of money that he's still got in the bank. Got the cannons going up and they're on the side. Probably gonna build shield batteries here. Got 10 Stargates. Got carry capacity finished up. Getting armor for air. Attack for air. Another big drop there. A lot of courses in the mix yet again. 7 corsairs. Raids don't stand a chance. But he has to make raids because he cannot afford Valkyries at the moment. He can only afford raids. Although he doesn't even have gas coming in. But he does have 4 commands on his drop. Comes in over the bottom left yet again. Flies in over the supply depots. Marines there are getting blocked by everything. Everything is still loading. Templars on the scene. Templar gets sniped. Oh, Templar gets sniped. But Reaver's on the scene. Reaver's gonna shoot. Reaver's gonna kill a lot of Marines. Picks it up, micros it to the side. And try to kill some SCVs there on the bottom corner. Most of the SCVs made their escape to the front, like they're right over there in the front. Trying to get the command center. He's killing SCVs. Marines are coming in to try to save the day. And yeah, he's going to save the day. He's going to be fine. He's going to keep the shuttle in the... Which one is it? Okay, everything is going to go down. So he tried to keep the reaver in the shuttle for as long as he could to maybe get some SCVs as they return to the minerals, but not working this time around. Also notice how Byul had 0 minerals in the bank for a short little time there. 0. You almost never ever see someone with 0 minerals. That's rare. So Byul is suffering, yeah, but he's still alive. Lost a lot of Marines, but he's alive. He's got 40 SCVs, 160 supply. He's still alive. That's what matters most. We got carriers on the way. We have 13 Stargates. Double Tribunal. I really don't know who this Rush guy is, but he's making Byul work for it. He's making Byul work for it really, really hard. I haven't seen Byul have this much trouble defending against a Protoss in quite a little while. But this 200 Rush guy, he's gotta be one of those top level players. He's gotta be. I'm not sure which one of them he is, but this is solid play. Which means we have another player to add to the repertoire, to the roster, to the lineup, to our team of fastest Gosus, to maybe cast again in the future, because that's what I'm kind of looking for. I want to have more players to watch and enjoy and share with you. And this guy for sure is one of them. This guy is real. Proxy base for gateways coming up there on the 9 o'clock spawn location. More cannons come up in the middle. Two Templars and a Reaver there to slow down advances into the middle from Byul. Byul is back on 68 SCVs, which in my opinion is an okay spot to be. He can play the rest of the game on 68 SCVs and he'll be completely fine. All he has to do is get his gas back in order, like a 3 on every single of those refineries, get refinery number 10 as well. And of course, protect himself against the carriers that are coming in now. We don't see any shield batteries yet, but I think he'll build some shield batteries here on the side or sometime. I'm not sure when, but sometime. So the attack starts yet again. We got shuttles waiting to go in for a drop. They're on the side. Like they're gonna go in under the protection of interceptors. The interceptor upgrades are currently on 2 armor, 1 shield, 1 attack. The Marines are on 1-2. Tanks and Goliaths are on 1-2 as well. So the upgrades currently a little bit better there for Byul than they are for Rush. But Rush almost has the next level of upgrades finished. Almost has them finished. They're up there on the far bottom. Gonna try to sneak through, but they're gonna fly right into the raids. Byul saw this one coming. Snipes 1, snipes 2, and Rush just gives up on the drop. Loses a carrier. Tries to make his escape, but the raids fly into the cannon, so yes, they do make their escape. No shield batteries yet. I'm quite surprised. Most of the time, players go for a couple of cannons and a lot of shield batteries, and then they make more cannons, because you really do need shield batteries with those carriers to keep healing up and regenning those shields, because without them, they kind of die quick against these top-level players who are very good with their Terrans. Anyway, the choke has been killed, which means Byul is moving out for the attack. He's going to try to break free and bring the pain to repay Rush in kind for all the pain and suffering he's endured. Is it going to work? I don't know. Got the raids there coming in. We got observers on the scene. Raids are sniping 1, sniping 2, but the Corsairs come in and the Corsairs make quick work there off the raids. Tries to kill 1 more carrier, gets 1 more. Which means we have 7 carriers still alive. One of them is like on 1 or 30 HP. Almost completely dead. But he cleans out the army from Byul, trying to push out all the anti-air. Got killed. There's just tanks, Valkyries, more Goliaths, Valkyries, Vultures. When things start with the same letter, it's difficult to pronounce because you start mixing things up. So you have Mass, Ghost, and Valkyrie on the way. Goliath as well, getting EMP and Lockdown. No shield batteries anywhere to be seen. And yeah, you really want to keep healing up those shields. Gives you so much more power to just go in, attack, Let the shields die, retreat, heal the shields up, and go right back in. Gives you so much more utility and mobility than no shield batteries. Got the courses going forward, going to kill the anti-air. The marines and turrets are killing the interceptors rapidly at a rapid lightning speed. Where carriers are on the way back at home. He's still on 90 probes, going to have to kill some of them. Drop comes in there over the top side. This one does not get intercepted. It goes in all the way as he's running to escape. Are there high temples in there? I don't know. Let's see if there's high temples in there. Let's very quickly look. They're empty. They're empty. And the carriers died. The carriers are dead and gone. Means we have another wave on the way. Proxy base getting slightly bigger. Still no shield batteries. Not sure why he's not building them. Not sure why not. Shield batteries are just so extremely good. Once again, gonna check the front. The tanks are in the front. He's just waiting. Like, there's nothing much to do. That's why his APM is so low at the moment, because there's really nothing to do when you're just waiting for your units to finish. And Byul's gonna take this little moment of time where there's no units on the enemy side to push into the middle and maybe gain as much ground as you can. That's the goal. Gain as much ground as possible. But there's a lot of cannons on the middle. So that's gonna take a little bit of fighting to break through, but he's doing it at a pretty nice pace. He's just throwing away the Goliaths and the Marines because he doesn't care. He just wants to gain ground. Just wants to gain some ground. Because he can just replace everything he loses anyway. Got Valkyries at home, ready to defend against a drop at the bottom, a couple on the top. He's got about, I'd say that's 16 factories. That's some pretty good production there from the factories. Got a lot of tanks and Goliaths. His gas is a little bit messed up. It's very low, as you can see, very low. Which means that he doesn't have the refineries properly organized. He's also missing one refinery. He's got more than 9 there on those top 3. So yeah, he's gonna have to reorganize his gas at some point, because it might become a problem once he has to rebuild his gas units very rapidly, very quickly. Because the carriers are on the way, and that spells trouble. That spells trouble. He also has arbiters with stasis, ready to stasis those Valkyries when they come in. So it's gonna be a problematic game. There's 10 carriers in the sky, more courses on the way. Does he have any more carriers back at home? No, he does not. Still on 89 probes. He really has to kill some probes. Just open up some supply space, get a little more army. Like, you can do perfectly fine as a Protoss on 60 workers in total. Specifically when you get carriers, because carriers don't cost that much money once you have them. They're very efficient. You just rebuild the interceptors, which costs almost nothing. So tries to kill the cancer on the top side, but the carriers make their escape from the Goliaths and whatever else there was, and they kill the tanks quite easily. We got quite a good number of ghosts ready to strike. Oh, he killed his own probes. He just did it. I was talking about it, and he just killed his own probes with a storm. Gonna probably put most of those probes on the minerals. He's on 46 now, which is a little bit low, but if you put all of them on the minerals, you will be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Because he doesn't need gas at the moment. He just does not need gas. He already has all the units he needs. What he needs is more supply space. Valkyries make their escape away from the stasis. He's trying to get the stasis. He gets a really bad disruption web. Like on the high ground there. Good stasis there on some Goliaths. He's trying to catch the Valkyries because the Valkyries are standing in his way of forward progression. But the Valkyries are very well controlled. Byul keeps pulling them to safety every single time. Okay, he's gonna get them. Oh, he missed. Or he didn't use it. I think he didn't use it. He's gonna try again. He used, but he missed. He used, but he missed. There's one more arbiter there. Goes forward. He's gonna catch them. They're trying to make their escape. He pulls them away. But as he pulls them away, the carriers have all the freedom to kill tanks, which allows the Dragoons to overpower Byul, who's just getting overpowered at the moment. He's getting overpowered. He doesn't have... He's just getting overpowered by a traditional forward attack move strategy with the... Oh, he gets some Valkyries, only 3 of them. Here's in the middle of the base. All of them will die, but look at this. Zealots Dragoons coming in to replace the carriers, and they're just overpowering Byul's base. Byul is struggling. I haven't really seen Byul just lose to a front door mass attack Wall's economy is completely intact, but 200 rush just rushed him with 200 supply. So a couple of lockdowns, but the lockdowns won't do too much because there's nothing to kill the carriers. Drop comes in as well. Over the front side, there's nothing to kill the shuttle. Absolutely nothing. So you're gonna unload and kill those poor... Oh, he's got the mind control as well. He did nothing. He did nothing. Okay, he did nothing. He literally just did nothing with that one. That's a GG. He knows it's over. So yeah, I thought maybe he's going to go for a recall on SCV, but he didn't have the energy for a mind control. Maybe he was just showing off that he had the Dark Archon and was ready to do it. And Byul just calls GG because, yeah, he just got overpowered by perhaps the simplest attack over the front side, but a very strong attack. And it all comes down to how well Rush was dancing back and forth with the Arbiter to push the Valkyries away from the front to allow the carriers to kill the entire front section. And my advice right there is, don't pull your Valkyries away. What you gotta do is spread them out, like in a circle around your choke point. So when the carriers come over the front and the Arbiter tries to stasis something, the Valkyries are so well spread out on hold position that the Protoss can at most get 1 or 2 Valkyries locked in a stasis. That should, theoretically speaking, keep the carriers and interceptors away from your tanks, which should allow you to survive. And I think that's what kind of happened here. Byul was keeping all of his Valkyries in a tight ball all together, which allowed Rush to really utilize the threat of a stasis on Valkyries to force Byul to play super duper safe with the Valkyries. And in the end, he paid for it with a loss against 200 Rush, who has earned a spot in my heart, because this was very, very good play. Like, nothing flashy. He wasn't showing off. He wasn't doing any tricks or fancy stuff. This was all pure fundamentals. He had good selection of drops. He had a good selection of units. He had a very good build order. He was spending his money extremely well. So his multitasking was top level. But there was no trickery. No trickery. Pure fundamentals and basics. And this goes to show that with pure fundamentals and basics, you can take down players like Byul, who is considered to be one of the best in the world at the moment. Thank you for watching. It was RGB for RJB TV, and please do return for whatever I will bring to you in the next video. Have a good night, have a good morning, afternoon, or wherever you are and whatever time it is.